So this speech is about a person that I admire, and as soon as I heard we were doing this speech, I knew exactly who I was going to do it on. My fiance has been one of the most important and influential people in my entire life. So to tell you a little bit about his life, and here is a picture to begin it all. Since we have met, he's been a positive person in my life. He has taught me new things as well as being an amazing role model. Learning about my fiance has been a blessing, and learning about him has helped me understand who he is and why he acts the way he acts and what actually made him become who he has become today. He was raised in a single mother household with 3 siblings that his mom raised on her own. She did everything. She worked, she cooked, she cleaned, she played mommy and daddy for all 3 of them until he was old enough to take on the role of a father figure around the age of 12. As the eldest, he was responsible for all the things that a man would be, and as he grew up, he learned to be the head of the household and responsible for 3 kids, including himself. And at the age of 17, he decided to move on with his life and to join the Marine Corps, and that has shaped pretty much who he is today and made him become the person that he is today. So about 2 years after he joins the Marines, he gets sent to Iraq and Afghanistan because he actually enlisted right at the peak of the 9/11 attacks. So during this time, people were going back and forth, and doing mini tours, which is what he did. This part of his life was a really hard part for him, and it actually made him grow and learn new things that he doesn't actually like to talk about very much. And for security reasons, I can't disclose anything that he talked about too much. Because of the Marines, this part of his life made him become a man of honor and integrity, which is what I definitely admire a big part of him. He's a very honest person, and he stands for what he believes in, which is what a big part of the Marines has taught him. After the Marines, he moved out of the state and started his own business with his uncle, which was booming. And this particular business, it kept growing and growing and growing, which made him become more productive and more business-minded. And this is he's mid-20s, so he's learning so much as a very young man, but doing the things that normally a 40-year-old man would do, opening a business and learning how to own a business. Sadly, after a few good years of business, the company went under due to economic struggles and hardship, and he had to reestablish himself in the business world. He became a project manager and began to work harder and longer hours to support the lifestyle that he knew before. So because he was making such good money owning a company, he had an apartment and a life that he knew. So when he did lose his job, he had to overcome and get himself back into the world that he didn't know before the actual handwork. Then he met me. He has taught me in many ways to be self-sufficient and that my life is in my hands, so the full responsibility of what I do with my life is mine. He taught me to go back into school. He told me that whatever I set my mind to, I can do, and he doesn't just say it, he shows it with the work that he's done and with the person that he's become. I'm very grateful for him and everything he has taught me in my life and everything that he's provided for me in my life. And mostly he taught me how to love unconditionally and to live life according to how I want to live it and how my life should be in my own eyes. He's definitely a family man. He gets along with all his family, and like I said, he pretty much raised his younger siblings, and he knows how to be goofy and silly, but know how to run a business and be business minded as well. So that is why I chose him to write about.